You can see in the front of the hive, we got a pretty good number of bees out here, but this is one that I've been concerned about because it hasn't been building up the bee population like I thought that it should. Because these bees were a 3-pound package in March. I should have a third box on here by now, but really I'm really into 1 box. So I've been treating these bees for mites over the last 3 to 4 weeks. So I want to look in here today and see if the queen is, if we've addressed the growth issue. I should be able to see the queen laying a bunch of eggs in here. I should see capped brood and look like just a beehive proliferating with various stages of bees in development. So we're smoking these bees to calm them down a little bit. It kind of simulates a forest fire and kind of tricks the bees into putting more focus on saving their honey and themselves than out here addressing what could be perceived as a threat. So when you look and open up the beehive, first thing we do is look inside to make sure we don't have any beetles crawling around, because this time of year hive beetles get in there. A little nuisance beetle that can actually get in there and cause some problems for the beehive. So the center 4 frames is where the queen lays the eggs. The outside frames are honey. The next 2 frames are pollen for food. They keep the food on the outside and keep the core of the hive for brood rearing. So when I pull this one out, and look in here, can you see the little white structures in there? Those are eggs that have developed and turned into larvae, which is the next stage before they cap it over and it turns and develops into a mature bee. So this is a good sign. That means the queen's in here laying. That's a pretty good brood patch. That frame's almost full. So that's what we want to see. Each side of this frame holds about 17 cells, 1,700 cells, which would be 1,700 baby bees into the right place now that we've got them treated for mites and their population's ramping up. So while I'm looking, I'm actually looking to see the queen. I don't have to see the queen because seeing all that brood and all these eggs, I mean all this larva tells me that she's in here. Sometimes you just can't see her. For you to look over my shoulder, if we can get the sunlight, and if you can help me turn the frame so you can get the sunlight in there. I'm not sure you can be able to see the eggs, but there's actually eggs in there. They look like a tiny, tiny little grain of rice. Another frame full of brood. So it won't be long, less than 2 weeks. Every one of these will be hatched, and the population of this beehive probably will have doubled.